Here we're going to evaluate the matrix expression 2a minus 3c. So I have my two matrices here, A and C, and I notice that their dimensions are both 2 by 3, so 2 rows and 3 columns. So ultimately when I do the subtraction, I know it will be defined, so this is going to be okay. So let's go ahead and set up my expression. 2 times my A matrix, so I'm going to copy down my A matrix here. And then I'm going to be subtracting from that 3 times my C matrix. So let's go ahead and copy down my C matrix. Okay, so before I can do the subtraction, right, order of operations would dictate that this multiplication needs to happen to both of these matrices. So each one of them are being scaled by a factor. This first one is being scaled by a factor of 2, and the second one is going to be scaled by a factor of 3. So let's go ahead and do that scalar multiplication. So this first matrix A, I'm going to double all the entries in here. So it becomes 2, -6, and 12 when I double the first row. And when I double the second row, -8, 16, and 4 right there. Okay, and I'm going to subtract now, and I'm going to triple each entry in this matrix. So just multiply it by 3. So when I do that, I'll have a -18, a 0, a 3, a 12, a -27, and a 15. Okay, so I've made my substitutions, and I have scaled both of the matrices. So 2 and 3. So now I just need to do this matrix subtraction. So remember, in my matrix subtraction, each term that corresponds to one another will be subtracted. So first row, first column, subtract them. First row, second column, subtract them, and so forth. So this first one will be 2 minus a -18, which really is 2 plus 18. So I know that's going to be 20. The second one here is going to be -6 minus 0, so it hasn't changed, so it's just a -6. The next one is a 12 minus 3, and that'll be a 9, and that concludes our first row. So let's go ahead and move on to the second row. I have -8 minus 12, which will be a -20. Then I have 16 minus a -27, so that'll be 16 plus 27, so that should give it a 43. And then 4 minus 15 should be a -11. So this 2 by 3 matrix will be the evaluation of my matrix expression 2a minus 3c given these two matrices A and C.